Hey fellow fanatics, DJ Bricks here, back for another review, and today I have a LEGO Brickheadz 2020 seasonal set. It is set number 40422. It comes with 108 pieces, recommended for ages 10 and up, costs about $10 here in the United States, and it is Frankenstein. It is number 111 in the series, from the Universal Monsters. So it's our first time getting anything based off the classic Universal Monsters, and it is our first time getting a seasonal Brickheadz that isn't like a generic animal with some stuff surrounding it. It's actually based off something specific to that holiday. So this is a nice change of pace. So let's start breaking it down and getting into it to see how it stacks up. So looking at the main build, of course, we just have regular Brickheadz plus the little display stand. So we're just going to get the display stand here out of the way first. It's a pretty standard Brickheadz one, no variation to it. It's just the little two knobs there, kind of making the Brickheadz face, so you can put your Brickhead on it. But getting into the actual Brickhead of Frankenstein here, it was fairly simple in its construction. If you built one Brickheadz, you pretty much built a majority of them, and this is no exception. It pretty much just was basic internally, except for up here at the head, where they kind of had to fudge the pieces a little bit to elongate the head here, which is very nice. And color scheme wise, you can see here they use a lot of blacks and dark grays and some light gray here. That's just to get the black and white nature of the Boris Karloff version of Frankenstein, just to get that across very nicely, which I think the designer kind of nailed here. You do have some nice tooth pieces up here in black, just kind of giving some nice texture to the top of the hairline there. That is a nice printed piece, symbolizing all the stitching and the various damage to Frankenstein here. They do use a bright silver stud on either side for the bolts on the side of his neck, which is nice. You got a printed piece here for to kind of get his jacket. The eyes are done very differently, just because of the big brow here that's stereotypical with Frankenstein. They kind of change the eye shape, which really looks really good. I think that was a good choice for them to make here, utilizing that half round tile piece and just printing it to make it look like a different shape of an eye. I think that was really nice part usage and on the designer's part there. So all in all, I think that this really succeeds in looking like well, it's not really supposed to be the Boris Karloff version of Frankenstein, but it's very clear that that's what they were going for. He's the only the only actor that's played Frankenstein in a black and white movie, so it's very clear that they were going for this design for him. So alright, so looking at the extra pieces for this set, it's pretty standard for Brickheadz. You do get a couple tiles, a couple plates, but you do get two very nice extra pieces. You do get an extra one of these bright pearl silver studs, and then you do get an extra one of the Brickheadz eye pieces that is exclusive to the set for Frankenstein. So that is really nice. for customs and whatnot. Going over the instructions here, it's pretty basic and standard. You got the box art without all the set specs on it on the cover. Pretty simplistic build here, and it takes 33 pages for building. Goes by pretty quick if you've ever built a Brickheadz. And then you get the parts inventory right there if you need it, and then the win on the back. Interestingly, no cross sells for any of the other Brickheadz, so that does it for the instructions. So looking at the box, it's that standard single release Brickheadz size for the box. You got the logos up the top there, set specs on the side, a nice product shot of the Brickheadz there, some nice science-y and lightning and stuff going in the background. You got the Universal Monsters logo in the corner there, as well as the Universal logo in the corner there itself. Frankenstein, and it is number 111 there, as you can see on the side there. Side of the box where we get the product, what it's based off of, you just get like a generic cartoony version of, I'm assuming, supposed to be Boris Karloff's version of Frankenstein's monster, but they just use this generic cartoony look. They probably don't have the rights to use his likeness, and then you just got the Universal Monsters logo there, Universal again, Frankenstein there, and then on the back you got a nice little product shot showing that you can remove the Brickheadz from the base, and then up at the top, of course, you have the actual size reference with that printed piece of his torso sporting it. Going over my final thoughts for the set, build wise, it's pretty standard to any of the other Brickheadz, the humanoid ones if you've ever built them. Pretty much know what you're getting here. They did change it up with the head a little bit with how the eyes are done, which I think is like a really great idea of how they did the brow and the eyes, so it actually looks like he kind of has bigger brow like he's known for, and the head, elongated head, I think they also nailed that. So the build, while pretty expected, they did use some nice techniques there, so I have to commend them on that. Character representation here for the Brickheadz, since this is based off a specific property, not just a generic thing, for Halloween. It's, as I've said throughout this review, it's pretty much kind of based off Boris Karloff, but it's also kind of the generic version that they like to use for promotional stuff. So it's kind of supposed to be his Frankenstein, kind of not supposed to be, but I think that they nailed it. I really like that the fact that they went with like this black and white color scheme for the Frankenstein here. They could have easily just gone with what Boris Karloff's outfit for Frankenstein actually looked like color wise, but I like the fact that they went out and did this grayscale thing. Makes it a little bit more unique, makes it stand out a little bit more, so I really like that. Price wise, it's at standard single release for the Brickheadz of $10, so well worth the value if you want this on your shelf. So, and didn't have any quality issues, so all in all, I'd have to give this a 9.5 out of 10. It's a very nice Brickheadz, really nice, interesting property to start getting into the Brickheadz. I hope this sells well, so that we can get a little bit more, get some more representation for like Christmas and all that of like actual properties, instead of like these generic cutesy animals. So that does it for my thoughts on the set and my review. Comment below, let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. I always look forward to your feedback or your opinions and having a discussion there. But that does it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Until next time. keep building.